Hi and welcome. My name's Melissa. I'm doing my first Flosstube slash quilting video for you guys. Um, so if there's any recommendations you have, nice criticism is always welcome. But uh, I just wanted to share what I've been working on, some things I enjoy. So hopefully the lighting is okay. I'm on my phone. I was going to use my computer, but I just it didn't feel like the angle was right with the camera and I'd be looking like upwards and I don't know. So I just wanted to let you know what I've been working on, what some things have changed over the years. I have been cross stitching, God, since I was probably a little kid, but that doesn't mean I have those things to show. But I have been quilting. Let's see, my daughter is 26 years old. I only have one child, and I say I'm kind of like a mom of one, but also a mom of many, because I have acquired other children like through her with her friends and everything, and so it's always nice. And then of course you have the fur babies. So I've had many fur babies, so I figure I'm just the mom of many when it comes to my fur babies and everything. But I wanted to take you through what I have done and how my style has changed. So here we go. So one of my first ones that I want to show you, it's really old. It's a Dimensions. It's called Horses by the Stream. And I don't even know. It says 2006. So this has been, this is one I've had for a really, sorry about the glare, a really long time. And so I just thought this was so pretty, but it is like a full cover cross stitch. So, these are all can be a lot of work. And so I wanted to show you what I did. You know what? Let me get a board, because I noticed other YouTubers like Lori Holt and Nicole Spore. Hi, hopefully you guys watch my video. I don't know, but that would be so nice. And some others that I've watched, they use the design boards to hold everything up, and I can see why now, because you can see the light through it. But here we go. But if you notice, because you see the ring here, and there's some discoloration and stuff. So I guess I wasn't, I don't know, the cleanest with this one. So I want to wash it up, get it cleaned up, and start stitching on it again. I'm hoping some of the staining comes out. But you know what? If it doesn't, sorry, Mom, you're going to have to wait. Mom's calling. Moms love to call at the most inappropriate times. But no, that's okay. I'll call her back. But anyways, so I was thinking about maybe tea staining it anyways, just to maybe even though it's a full coverage, it probably won't make a difference. But anyways, I'm sorry it's not ironed either. I know people iron their stuff, but I just honestly just pulled this out just to give you a quick glimpse at. This is something I worked on years and years ago. So again, my style and taste have changed. I love horses. Horses are, I grew up with them. My dad rodeoed, my sister rodeoed, I did stuff with them. We did a lot of colt training. I still have 2 horses of my own. I don't do a whole lot of riding anymore. My horses are older. So they're just my backyard pets for the most part. But, and I work a full-time job. And so this is just something I enjoy doing. But, stitching is my absolute passion. So just kind of a little bit of background on me too. But so hopefully we'll see how I get to that. But again, there's other projects that I feel are more important. Another one I worked on, let me see if I can find the information. Let let me see. I don't know if I have too much on this one offhand right now. May not be the best prepared. But this one, okay, so back to my horses. One of my first horse I ever had, I got her when I was like 12 or 13, something like that. And her name was Patches. And we called her Mama Horse. And she was, if you know anything about horses, she was a flea-bitten gray, Arabian. And she was just the best. And so anyways, when she passed away, I started this one. And, oops, I forgot my design board. See, I'm just learning here. I'm sorry. I apologize to all you expert YouTube Flosstuber people. I'm trying here. This one, like I said, if I find when I find all the, you know, the chart and the paperwork, the picture on it and everything, it's around somewhere. Again, this is an old one, but it's because she passed away in, I think, 2007, February of 2007. So it's been a very long time. But I started it, and it's like the horses are running through the clouds, and it's real kind of heavenly looking with horses. So I thought, okay, that would be perfect for the remembrance of her. So I was like, okay, you know. But again, it's something I haven't gotten to in years, and everything the two pieces I've showed you so far are on Ada, and I found the love for linen stitching now. So I like Ada too, especially if you just want something simpler and it has bigger holes, and you know, it just, you know, if you're tired, and I feel like when I'm tired, the bigger holes kind of help. But that doesn't discourage me from too much from the stitching on the linen, because I use a magnifier on some of the linens that I just can't see the holes. I mean, I'm sorry. But anyways, so I have those two that I would like to get back to eventually. Like I said, those are pretty old projects that I'm working on. So again, a couple whips. Let's see. I have this one. I think it was a Just Cross Stitch Christmas magazine one. It was oh, hang on. I gotta get the design board. Oh my goodness. I apologize. But also too, there's a little snowman with a little bird. I used to use masking tape on the edge of my fabric, and I don't like doing that anymore, because I found, you know, doing the edge with the my serger. I have a serger machine, and that obviously keeps your fabric clean. It doesn't have the possible residue you're going to get from the glue from the masking tape. So again, live and learn, right, as you go on with time. These are just little things I've picked up over the years, and also watching YouTubers now with that technology. You know, we get a lot of tips from you guys, so it's always so helpful. But anyways, that was my cute little snowman one that I worked on, and I finished it. It's finished. It's just not fully finished. So that was one of my little finishes, by the way. I'm kind of going out of order here, but hey, just work with me. Like I said, this is my first Flosstube, so I think I'll go back to my finishes in a minute. This one I'm working on. It's called Love Never Fails by Barbara Anna Designs, and I saw this one. Lori Holt was working on it, and I saw her show, and I was like, oh, my daughter is getting married this year, so yay. She has been with her fiance for 8 years. They've been high school sweethearts, and so I saw Lori Holt stitching this, and again, she's one of the reasons why I got back into picking up my cross stitch again, because I have discovered the world of samplers and all these really cute primitive designs that are out now. And I am so farmhousey in the rest of my house. The room I'm sitting in, by the way, this is my sewing room. And so it's kind of, I hate to say it, it can have a tendency to be a collect all for my project, because this is my designing space. This is my space where I work on my quilts. The one that's hanging up here, it's actually covering my window, so there isn't like a whole bunch of glare and everything. I mean, I don't know, like I said, how the lighting is, but I at least wanted to display the quilt here. This is one of my tops that it's finished pieced, but it's not fully quilted or anything yet. So that's one of my projects I have in the works. But again, this area, this actually here hanging up, if you see this is my daughter's wedding veil. And it gets really wrinkled up where she lives. She has cats. I do not have indoor cats. I have outside cats. And she was afraid of, if she took it out of the bag or anything to hang it up to get all the wrinkles out of it, the cats might destroy it. So I was like, no, we don't want that. So anyways, this design space is where I create, by the way. But watching you guys, I got inspired to get back into. So this was just like, oh, I love this. It's just so, I just love the folk art aspect of it. You know, her little, you know, puffy dress, or what you want to call his little, I mean, he's got like high waters on. I was just like, oh my God, that is just so adorable. Now, of course, here, like I said, she has cats. And so these two cats, one I'm going to stitch orange and one I'm going to stitch like grayish, because she has Jasper and Salem. And Salem is like kind of like a dark blue gray. Like I said, Jasper's an orange tabby. So those are her cats. And then if you see here, her hair is like a brownish color. Well, my daughter is more platinum blonde. So I'm going to do her hair more of a blonde color. And I even have a skein of floss that I ordered. Oh, I'm so unprepared for that. So I would have to, I'll show it to you guys maybe in another video, but I'll show you the floss and everything that I'm going to be using for this project. Actually, I actually have most of it kitted up here. Let's see. These are some of the colors on the little floss things. I haven't switched them over to little floss drops yet. I'm slowly doing that with some of my projects. This one I did not. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is the, it's from Australia. It's a 100% cotton, hand dyed in Australia. Love the color, feel the difference. It's CGT, which is Cottage Garden Threads is what it is. And so this yellow platinum blonde color, I'm going to use, it's called Butterbean, number 312. And so I was like, okay, I really wanted to pick out a different color for her hair. So far, these were actually, hang on, these were a couple different colors I had gotten, but it's not going to go into this project necessarily. But this is Tool Shed, and it's like variegated, some grays. And then this one is Ivy. This is another color from them that's like a green. So again, I don't think those colors will go into this project because I already have the colors kitted up. And then, oh, Hugs and Kisses. This is like a variegated red, which I just love because I'm seeing all these projects where they're doing like red work, just all the red in one pattern. So I was like, okay, I want to do one of those. This is how far I've gotten. Let me see. Let me get my design board. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to be more prepared for you. But this is how far I've gotten. I finished the bird and the little flower. So yeah, that's how far I've gotten on that. This one I have a tendency to make, I'm trying to make more of like my Sunday stitch. I get it out hopefully on Sundays. I'm going to try to do some more on it. The numbers in the numbers, the date in the pattern, I'm going to change to 2025 because that's the year she's getting married this year. So, so yeah, so those are just some things I'm changing about it. So yeah, that's Love Never Fails by Barbara Anna Designs, if you're interested in that one. Oh, and this is the project bag that I made. This is a Lori Holt project bag. And this is what this pattern lives in. So, I don't know if you guys are interested, but I keep a pair of scissors. I keep wet wipes. I even have a little measure. This is the little measure by Lori Holt to measure out my skeins of floss that I'm trying to put on floss drops and everything. So it's just kind of a little, little thing about what I keep in my project bags. So I'm trying to kit up things. Let's see. So this is another project bag of mine that I made, and it's more Valentine, more February themed. And so this is this fabric, by the way, in this bag is just stuff I had in my stash. I mean, some of this fabric is really, really older. Some of it is newer. Just stuff I've had for a very long time. So I couldn't even tell you what some of it is. But I just, you know, patchworked it and put it into a bag. See, this is like this. I keep my magnifier in this one because this is where I'm housing my mini villages. So I started doing the little mini village series. And so let me show you first what I'm working, the January one and the February one. Let me see here. This is called Country Cottage Needleworks January Mini Village. Let me take it out of here. That glare is so bad. Hang on. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that. There it goes. So yeah, that's the January one. And then the February one, let me take it out of it. Like, I love keeping them in their little bags because, well, it keeps them clean. That's the February one. There it goes. It's trying to focus. But, so yeah, so these are the little mini village that I just think they were so cute. And I love doing like things that are seasonal. I find that, and I like to start, so I thought, okay, I'm going to start things kind of like how some other people, they'll start them on special holidays or monthly. I don't know if I want to go as far as starting it on people's birthdays, kind of like how Lori Holt does, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't have like a whole lot of projects going, but I'm showing you what I do have. And so this is, let me get my board. Sorry, I'll get my board. I can get it on here. There's the little thread. But again, see, I'm doing on linen, and this is what I've done so far for February. And the linen is, hang on, it's a 32 count light khaki linen. The brand, I know I got it from 123stitch.com. So, you know, you can purchase your fabrics based on the counts and colors and things like that through them. So that's a wonderful website. I've discovered them. So, but this is the January one. Now the January one, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, if the camera probably won't pick it up, but in the white stitching, it's hard to see. In the white stitching, I put a, like a mylar thread with it that makes it sparkle. So that way the snow sparkles like on the tree and the roof of the house and everything. So this linen is what I'm going to stitch. It's just so pretty. What I'm going to stitch my mini villages on. And I did order the March one and the April one. The April one is coming. March I have, so I'll be starting that one in March. I have mom's birthday, daughter's birthday, and husband's birthday. Grandma has passed, but grandma's birthday is also in March. So that might be inspiring for me to want to start up some more projects. I don't know. We'll see. But so those are my mini villages that I'm working on. And then sorry guys, I have an itch. Okay. Then I have this project bag I also made from my stash of scraps. And these are basically 2.5-inch blocks that I sewed into, you know, strips and then, you know, sewed together and then just quilted on them. And then, okay, this bag, I was so mad at myself, so mad. This is not supposed to be the back of it, okay? That is supposed to be the inside of the bag. And, oh, this has a little like Disney, let me see if I can show it to you guys. This little Disney Mickey Mouse American flag charm. Anyways, the other side of the bag was supposed to be this fabric. I don't know if you could see it. And so I was like, oh, do I take it apart? Do I redo it? And I kept like contemplating. I'm like, if I take this bag apart and the pieces may not line up right, because it basically gets constructed, the way these are constructed, it's like you kind of sew them together and then cut away the excess. So I'm afraid if I took it apart and tried to put it the way I wanted it, it just might not line up right and things like that, and that just might frustrate me more. So I thought, you know what, it is what it is, and it's just a project bag. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna leave it alone. But my OCD gets me every single time I look at this bag. I'm like, ah. See, I keep the wet ones in my project bag so I can make sure my hands stay clean. I just don't want any oils and things. And then I have scissors in every single bag. This Americana bag is going to be housing all of my Americana style stitching. So the one that's in this bag that I'm working on right now, I started on President's Day. And President's Day, you know, Lincoln, Washington. Supposedly Washington's birthday is in February, but there's some controversy about when his actual birthday is, whether it's like the 12th or the 17th or something like that. You look at one side and they'll say this date. You look at another, they'll say another date. It's like, whatever. Okay. But anyways, I found the most adorable pattern by Plum Street Samplers called Blue Skin. And Blue Skin was one of George Washington's horses. And I thought, oh, that is so neat. And I'm like, oh, I love that. And it's so folk art, and it was just so up my style. And so, so I wanted to read to you what they put about the design. George Washington used 2 horses during the Revolutionary War, Nelson and Blueskin. Blueskin was the more skittish of the 2, but both horses served him well and retired with him at Mount Vernon after the war. Well, Thomas Jefferson once said of George, he was the best horseman of his age and the most graceful figure that could be seen on horseback. And I was like, that is so cool. I was like, wow, you know, you learn something kind of new every day. And I knew he obviously was a good horseman. I mean, he always had such regal pictures of himself. And I know I've seen pictures of, with his horse. And actually, I don't want to show the chart, but one of these pictures in here, maybe I can fold it over. I don't want to show the chart at all. But, this picture is him right here. And I was like, oh, that's, you know. And this says it was, he was taking salute at Trenton, was painted by Scottish artist John Fred in 1899. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. So anyways, I'm working on that one. And let me show you how far I've gotten. Get that back in there. This one is stitched on Fiber on a Whim, hand dyed 32 count Belfast linen, excuse me, slate. So that's that. It's this really pretty bluish gray color linen that it actually looks a lot lighter on camera than it does in person. It's got this just really pretty blue. And then this, okay, let me show you. My start is small on this one. There's not much done because, like I said, I just did it on President's Day, and I haven't really done much else since President's Day. It's just a little branch with the leaves. So like I said, it's a very, very small start on this one. But I'm super excited to work on that. So some people seem to pick days of the week or days of the month that they want to work on certain projects. I haven't done that with this one, so I don't remember. President's Day was on the 17th, I think. Yes. And so I don't know if I want to pick the 17th of every month to work on this, but I kind of want to work on it more than once a month. So I don't know. We'll see. So anyways, oh, these were the floss colors. Some of it is weeks dye. I think I used all the I used all the called for flosses in this project. So we have some Weeks Dye Works, we have some DMC. So I know this looks kind of messy because I haven't put everything on floss drops, or I just kind of stuck it on the floss ring. But, you know, I just haven't gotten myself into an organization process to put that together. I'm like, hey, it works for me, okay? Whatever works for you, right? But I will plan on getting things a little more organized on the floss drops just because it looks prettier, I think. These are some patterns that I picked up that I'm housing in here. This one's called the Little Red Schoolhouse Pin Keep 1862, designed by Lori Pengelly. Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. So this is one of those all over red work stitch designs. So I think that might be my first all over red color. I just haven't picked a fabric yet that I want to stitch that on. This one is Heartstring Samplery Grand Ole Flag Pin Drum. So this is kind of part of a haul where I picked up some. I love the 1776 and the flag, and I think this is it tomatoes? Might be tomatoes or strawberries. I think I'm going to say they're probably more tomatoes. I think they're more tomatoes. But I was like, okay. So that was kind of, this is kind of like going into a haul part. Sorry. The video, I know people do certain, but this is just what I'm keeping in this bag because it's all my Americana stuff. So then I had picked up Sweet Land of Liberty Blackbird designs. And I just love these patterns. And like so in love with the folk art Americana thing, all these primitive, all these antique stitching things that I'm finding. I'm just like, wow, if I'd have known this like, I don't know, 10 years ago that this was something that was going on in the cross stitch world. But again, I've been quilting for so many years. That's like was my other passion. So I was like, oh, so going back into my cross stitching, this has been so fun. It's been so fun to find all this stuff. I'm like, wow. Okay, so those are like my whips. I don't have a ton. I'm getting there. Some of these people have like 27, 30 of them, 50 of them, whatever. It's like just crazy, right? I'll get there. But those are so far like my whips in progress. So I want to show you some of my finishes. Oops, sorry. I had to, hang on, there we go. Sorry. Woo. One of the things I bought a kit years, and I mean a long time ago, was a Mill Hill. This was a Renaissance Angels. And I finally finished her fully. I've had her stitched up for a very long time. Let me grab it. And, sorry, I have to grab them. They were behind my camera. And so, I finally decided to finish her into a pillow. And, so there's this really pretty purple fabric. I even had the fabric picked out for a long time and just sitting with her, but I finally finished her. I saw Lori Holt's method, or the method where you stitch it up and then you cut it and then you stuff it and then whip stitch it closed, and then I put some lace I had and this little gold safety pin with some buttons, and I was like, just love the way this came out. I just thought it was so cute. And I'm like, I finally finished her after all these years. She's like, thank you. This was a little Christmas one. I think this was another Just Cross Stitch magazine pattern that I found. And he was just a little tiny log cabin one that also had been sitting around for a while saying, finish me, please. And I put some of these little, what do you call this? Like little, it's an edging, it's a trim, but it's like little chenille balls or whatever. But then I picked out this plaid fabric and I did the same thing. I just found some gold ribbon I had laying around, and I found this brass safety pin and button. I have a ton of old buttons that I have either collected over the years myself, gotten from grandparents, just things like that. And I finally have put a use to some of them. So those two are my Foley finishes that I recently finished. Like I said, I don't have a ton of things to show that were fully finished, but I want to get there. I want to get your I'm hoping I get some followers. I hope you enjoy this video. I do have some quilting stuff. I have a quilting project I want to show you that I am working on. I have a long arm machine, so I have a quilt on my long arm. I cannot show that quilt because there's certain people I don't want to see it yet. This is a work in progress quilt. I have my Easter one. I have one I have to put binding on. There's always an assembly line when it comes to quilting of where I'm at in my projects. So I'm going to show you a project I am working on right now. This is by Pin and Proper Designs. Let's see. It's a wool applique quilt, and I just, if any of you know me or know anything, fall's my thing. I am a fall baby. I was born September 22nd, so it's always the first day of fall, so it has just, you know, a special place in my heart. I was married in the fall, married October 24th. So again, fall just seems to follow me. But this is Pin and Proper Designs Autumn, and I actually got this as a like block of the month club through oh my goodness, how terrible of me. midwaywool.com. So if you go to midwaywool.com, that's where I ordered it. You know, they send you every month, they send you what you need, the fabric, the wool. They don't send you the thread. They do have a thread kit, but I have so much different threads and floss and things that I've purchased over the years that I used what I had. So this is one of the first blocks. This was a flower block. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Design board. Here we go. So these are the little flowers. Okay, phone, come on. And so, if you look closely, we have all these little, you know, different stitches and things that are in there. Whoops. Okay. So that was that block. I finished that block. I just love this little fox. This little fox is so cute with the little mushroom. And the little mushroom has specialty stitches. Little French knots. So that's what I love, doing all kinds of different little stitches. So that's the fox. This is a pumpkin. And again, I just adore the colors and everything in this. And this is a bunny with some flowers, and the tail on this bunny, it's just so cute. I love how that came out. And then this is the last block here of another flower, one that, so far that's what I've gotten done on this quilt project, but I thought I would share that with you guys. But happy stitching. Hopefully this sees a lot of people and that you follow me and subscribe. I'm gonna try to do these videos, hopefully, depending on how much I work on, because again, I do work full time. So, you know, my stitching time is very precious to me, and it's not always, you know, not always able to get done every day. But I do try to do my cross stitch as much as possible during the week. So as time goes on, I mean, I'm hoping to do a video maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 weeks, but we'll see how much progress I get and what I can show you. I did have some haul to show you, but I think I didn't bring it in here, so that's okay. That's okay. We will continue on with another video because this one is already kind of lengthy. So hope you guys enjoy. If you have any recommendations, oh, I am trying to think of a name for my floss tube. So if you have anything cute out there, throw it my way. But yeah, so just FYI, if you guys think of anything, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day.